Hey, so I have a little bit of a sore throat today. It's partly the pollution and just the seasons changing and everything, but I still wanted to kind of make a quick video just because I don't know. I've been really reflecting a lot lately on money, on just like our society's obsession with making money and how important that is when they're choosing a career, when they're, just setting all these goals for themselves. And I know that I definitely was in that place for a long time, especially when I was working in New York, climbing the corporate ladder, whatever. Um, I genuinely felt bad at myself many times for not making enough money and stuff like that. And obviously, since starting my business, moving into the more, spiritual industry and so forth, I've had a pretty rude awakening, especially when it comes to like what I'm able to charge, people trying to take advantage of me frequently, underpaying me, undervaluing healing services in general, the energy work and so forth. Um, I've definitely posted about this on my Instagram a couple times, and I'll continue to talk about it for the rest of my life and the rest of my career because it really is important that we become more aware, first of all, of how underappreciated, undervalued energy healers, energy workers are. It just blows my mind, the work I do now. And even though I'm the exact same person, but operating in a different medium, like if I'm not necessarily doing brand consultation, but I'm still helping someone, I'm still sharing my insights and my guidance and stuff like that. Like the price point and what I'm realistically, able to charge someone is vastly different. And again, it's not like that changes anything about who I am. I still went to the same college, I still did the same internships, made the same sacrifices. And if anything, I'm older and more advanced now, 3 years into having my own business than I was when I was working my corporate job. But my salary and the money that I make from the readings I give is, much less. And I'm working on that. And of course, moving to India, I've needed to reduce my fees and, just really understand the market here. And I frequently am very disappointed at how extremely undervalued energy healers are in India. Even astrologers who've been working for decades and are very respected and esteemed here, they still can't even charge anything near what I think they should be charging, frankly. And again, I say that as kind of an outsider who knows the landscape and the market and so forth, the variance between United States and India pricing and so forth. But I don't know. I mean, again, it's really humbled me in many ways, and I'm grateful for that. I'm so, so glad that I no longer attach any kind of, value to my self-worth and the money I make. It does not affect me in any way. Sometimes when I give readings to people, I generally am very, very forgiving and don't, really deny pretty much anyone if I can see that they genuinely want to learn or want to, need something that I am able to give. I say this often. I don't know how any person could really turn away someone in need, especially when it comes to like emotional healing, energy healing, guidance if they're in a really, really dark place. Within reason, of course, I've definitely come across people who take advantage of all of that, but I believe too much in putting good energy out into the world. It comes back to, right? And if someone is really in a time of need and they don't have the finances or something like that, if I am able, and I have really needed to obviously work on setting boundaries and coming into, position to, give to myself, but where I can help someone else out, it always comes back, like almost always. And, if it doesn't, that person is not for me anyway. And now I know not to trust them. Now I know not to, continue to invest in that person because they don't respect me and they don't give me, what I give to them. So it's been very, definitely a spiritual journey for me with all of this. Like I said, I think it's really disheartening to live in a society where people put so much emphasis on money, so much emphasis on salary. I'm telling you, even my times working some of the worst retail jobs, whether it was Walmart or any of the other service jobs that I've had in my life, getting paid close to minimum wage, barely enough to survive on. But the people I worked alongside were so hardworking, had really good moral character in most cases. And I respected them so much more because of what they did and, the adversity that they overcame. It's just, there's something so disgusting, honestly, about, corporate America and the entitlement, people who think they're so much better and deserving of these, incredibly high salaries for the work that they do, the emails they do. And I say this as someone who knows what it is like to be in that position and power and genuinely think you deserve that kind of a salary. But compared to the work and labor that other lower earning workers, do, it's not justified, And I mean, again, I think it's like we need to recognize that there's so much inequality across the board in so many different areas and fields, and how people are so limited, just based on where they were raised and the schools that they went to. I am so incredibly grateful that I was very privileged when it came to my education. I know my parents sacrificed in order to put me in, good schools, and I will never, ever take that for granted. But, it's also made me incredibly aware of what other people don't have and how much that really sets them up for so many issues and challenges later on in life. So I don't know, it's such a big issue, and I don't know how we are collectively going to resolve it. I hope we keep talking about it. Because as I said, it's so disheartening, and especially when it comes back to the spiritual work and, whether it be astrology or Reiki, any other kind of energy healing. I really hope that we start taking it more seriously. I'm telling you, energy healers are going to be the saviors of the next generation. People are going to start taking us seriously because they realize that we are more tapped in, we are more aware. And people are always in need of energy healing, whether they're conscious of it or not. But I think the more it becomes more mainstream and common practice, they're going to realize, okay, people who are genuinely able to bestow positive energy and connect with people and heal them emotionally. Like I said, I really hope it leads to an increase in people paying healers fairly for their time, for their energy, Like I said, it's just I make way less than I should, objectively, right? Whether I'm in India, whether I'm in the US, and, like I said, I would rather know that I'm giving my best and wait kind of for the rest of the world to catch up than, fight, and try to overcharge or, whatever. Like I said, it's I know my worth and it's inherent to me and does not depend on what someone pays me. And especially not when it's the case of someone who's very privileged and has plenty of money to give away versus someone who's, doesn't have that. It doesn't change the work that I deliver. But, just again, being a healer, I really try to educate people and show them or demonstrate that in order to do what I do, what any reader healer does, it takes a lot of time and, grounding and eating healthy, having time to just, recoup after, especially very strenuous readings, right? And like I said, when people are getting paid minimum wage or, just enough to skirt by, from their readings and stuff like that, they're not able to have that kind of a lifestyle that even allows for them to recoup and, invest in their bodies and things that would allow them to do their work to the best of their ability. They really are kind of in that survival mode, honestly. And I hear this from many, many readers that I've spoken to. Or, again, if they're not able to kind of get what they deserve because there is so much saturation within the market, there's so many people trying to, do tarot or astrology and so forth, and driving the prices down for readings and stuff and getting away with it, right? It hurts all of us. And especially the people who are really legit about it and, treat it with respect and seriousness. So, yeah, like I said, these are just a lot of things that I think about all the time. I will not give up. This will not defeat me, but I'm frustrated consistently. I hate living in a society that, requires us to sacrifice so much of our lives just to earn enough to survive and provide for ourselves. I think it's just wrong. There's no reason for it when there's so many people who have so much and they don't have to work, Meanwhile, there's other people who are born into poverty, never escape it. So anyway, that's all I had to say today. I'm losing my voice, but I hope anyone watching this really reflects and shares your opinion. So thank you.